Okay, great. So again, welcome everyone to today's workshop. You probably know me, but I'm going to introduce myself anyway. I'm Tina Reuter. I'm the director of UAB Social Science and Justice Research. For those of you who are joining us the first time, we're a new pilot UWork initiative. UWork stands for University-Wide Interdisciplinary Research Center Programs. And we just announced our first cohort of what we call SSJR fellows, which is a group of people who apply to learn more about grant writing for the semester. So it's a cohort of folks who are really interested in how to find funding, how to write grants successfully in social science and justice research. Most of you know, right, if you're engaged in this, we do not fall within the traditional grant funding mechanisms, meaning NIH or NSF. And so this presentation asked Monica to come up with a presentation that's sort of geared towards the social sciences, and then again this angle of justice, equity, and inclusion that is really important for our pilot UWork. Let me introduce our speaker for today. So she will give a short presentation, and then there's lots of time for questions. Yes. Monica Stinnett. I am truly indebted to her because she's been working with me on all kinds of crazy things that I've been doing over the years. As I said, like a lot of the funding that I've had personally for some of my projects have not come from traditional sources like NIH and NSF, and she's really worked with me to make this happen. And so I reached out to her, and I know this is not what she usually does, and I know she's super busy, so I truly thankful for her to be here. It's been always so wonderful to work with Monica on these things. So she's truly knowledgeable about how to make funding happen, even if they are from non-traditional sources. So Monica, thank you again for agreeing to do this for us and for being here. And I'll let you take over. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So flattered and happy to help. So Tina just kind of mentioned that we need to discuss research and external funding and navigating some challenges and different things that you might come across with social science and justice research. So I'll do my best to try to run through everything. I'm sure there will be questions. I will share the slideshow with you afterwards, and I have some helpful tips that you might find useful. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Okay, so first of all, if you're ever looking to submit any kind of grant, or if you're going to work with a fee-for-service, which we'll get into the details of what those can be, I recommend going to the Office of Research website. I'm not sure, not every college or school has a departmental administrator or a college administrator that will be able to help you navigate the challenges that you might have, but a good place to start is go to the Office of Research, and there you'll be able to see the Find Your Officer. You can put in your school, your college, your department, and it will be able to help you locate who your officer is, whether it's federal, nonprofit. It'll have all the listings there. If you do not have a departmental admin, I recommend going there because they are going to be the best resource for you. There's also a due date calculator. So if you are working with any kind of funding opportunity announcement that has a deadline, you'll be able to see the OSP deadlines on there. They require that a working draft. So it doesn't have to be full final format, but a working draft is due 5 full business days prior to the submission deadline. But if you have any kind of school, college, departmental deadlines, those are in addition to the OSP deadlines. And it's very important that you meet those deadlines. If you do not meet their deadlines, they will tell you that you're not allowed to submit. There's also a required document section. So whether you're working with federal, nonprofit, industry, which may or may not really happen with social science and justice, but if you're working with them, they have a list of documents that you may need. Surprisingly, on a lot of these, especially in this area, they're going to require a Word editable document that can be redlined. So that's one of the key elements that you'll have to remember. And we'll get there in just a minute. Some of the research basics are, you can find it here again at the OSP website, but there's a project management section. The project management section, once you actually select this link, and I'm going to go ahead and do that and let you see what I'm talking about. It will make more sense once I do. So again, this is just underneath the regular OSP website, but under project management section, there's federal grants, contracts, industry, and nonprofit. And once you select on each one of these, it tells you that you need to find it, obviously, find your funding, prepare the funding application, submit it, manage it, and close it. Those are the basics. But when you select, let's just say federal, because we're going to get into nonprofit in a little bit, it tells you different mechanisms that are going to be there. But there's also, once you select that section, now you have different areas. You can look at how to find the funding, or you can look at, and these spin smarts, we're going to go through that. You can look at submitting the application. This takes you back to the proposal submission requirements and the due dates. All of this information is very helpful depending on what you're actually looking for and you're submitting to. Just in time, different things that, depending on the area, whether federal, non-federal, or nonprofit, they each have their own different required documents. So that can be a useful site. So what we recommend in CAS is that you notify the department administrator 1 to 2 months prior to the submission due date. That allows them to know that you're looking to submit, here's the funding opportunity or the website link, and you'll be able to go ahead and work with them on budget preparation, the UAB administrative paperwork, and some require navigating portals. If this is kind of in this area as well, social sciences sometimes require that it's a paper submission, or it's a portal that maybe only the PI has access to, that sponsored programs will not have access to. If that's the case, then you'll work with the administrator, and we'll merely have to have, whether it's a print to PDF version of what you can see on your screen, or if it's multiple documents that you can send that they can turn into a PDF and combine in one document to submit to OSP. There are multiple ways to do this. It just depends on the requirements of the submission. Post-award means after the award comes to UAB, that's gone through OSP and it's had the approvals. They'll get the account set up with grants and contracts accounting. You should receive monthly reconciliations based on your area. If you need rebudget requests, no cost extensions, all of those things should be handled with the administrator or the award manager. If you're paid from a grant, then you'll have something known as effort reporting. And that will be every 6 months. So 2 times a year, there's 6-month periods that effort reports will be due. That's something that's new, but again, if you're awarded, that's something that the award manager would be able to help you with. In this area, you often run into, is this a research agreement? Is it a fee for service? And so this link here is extremely helpful. Again, it's on the sponsored programs website, and it's a decision tree pretty much. So will the funds flow into UAB for this project? So is there money coming in? If the answer is no, then it's a contract or a vendor compliance, like university purchasing contract. If the answer is yes, then you'll go to the second question. Is the aim of your project to derive generalized new knowledge? It gives you the definition of that. It asks about the scope of work. What about the UAB personnel? Are you going to be able to publish? That's one of the key things. If you're going to derive new knowledge and you're going to be able to have publication rights, it needs to be submitted to OSP. If the answer is no, it says see next question. I believe there are anywhere from 8 maybe 9 questions on here that will help you decide if it's a fee for service or if it's a research agreement. Research agreements, again, those will go through OSP. Those will go through your department admin. Fee for service agreements, those are typically, as far as in CAS, I can speak for our college, those are handled at the department level. So you may have a different administrator that's going to work with you on fee for service agreements than you do that's going to work on a research proposal. Oops, there we go. Grant resources that are available. The first one that I have listed here is brand new with UAB. It's with Hanover Research, and they actually help you with, it says grant seeking capacity development, identifying and evaluating opportunities. And so you can reach out to Franny Horn at fhorn@uab.edu. Just, it says email a 1 paragraph about the project, the need, or the request. If you're looking for funding, and the ways that I'll show you how to find funding on your own, but if you're struggling to find funding, this is a new opportunity and a kind of a resource that we have at UAB. It's brand new, that you can reach out to Franny and say, I'm looking for funding in this area. This is my expertise, and I've looked at Spin Smarts, I've looked at Pivot, and I can't find anything. And Hanover Research, it will take time. It will take weeks possibly for them to find something, but they will help you. They will work through finding and identifying opportunities that are available to you, pre-proposal support, and then working on the development of the application. The application will still have to be routed through your department or your school and college and through sponsored programs, but this one is a huge grant resource that I think for social science and justice, this is inevitable for you to be able to use. It's going to be wonderful. We also have TIG. It's the implementation group, and that one's been around for a while. And they'll help with pre-submission review of grants. So if you're writing something and it may be very different for you, you're not sure how to address it. Are you writing your justification in the correct way? Are you not? You can request help with this project or this need from Franny Horn, again, by emailing her. There's also the CCTS group, and CCTS is used throughout the South. We have multiple universities that come and use this resource here on campus, and you can request a peer panel review. Might be a little bit more difficult to find a group of your peers, but they will contact people in this area and set up a peer panel review. They also have a grant library, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. So looking at the grant library, I know that a lot of these are federal, but you can look at these, and it talks about grant writing and editing. You can look at different, let's say, training and mentored grants, research project grants. When you go into this area, there is lots of different types of grants. These might be a little different for most of you, but if you're going to look at behavioral research, you can click on these different examples, and it's going to show you different kinds of grant applications in here. And you can view the entire application, every document that they've used, and these are fully funded, and these are readily available to anyone. You'll be able to see, you're looking at, let's see here, the Program Sustainability Action Planning Training Model. You can click on the grant application, and it's going to pull up everything. Even if you're just looking for a way to look at the budget justification, you'll be able to pull these documents up. Shows you what a face page may look like, what an abstract, how that's written. So this is very helpful, especially if you're starting out. A lot of people don't realize that we have this grant library available to us. Okay. The Office of Institutional Review Board. So this has to do, it's called IRB. University policy requires that all research involving human subjects be reviewed and approved before the research begins. So you can receive an award, and as long as you're involved, like human subjects are involved, you are not supposed to work with human subjects on campus, off campus, until you receive IRB approval. I could be wrong, but I think that Tina and SSJR is actually, they're going to do a workshop on this and how you can work with submitting IRB protocols to assist with approval. And this is just something that's out there that a lot of people don't understand. They think that they've received the award, they're ready to go. But if it involves human subjects, you have to make sure that you have the proper protocols in place. Okay. The Research Foundation and Intellectual Property. So this may or may not apply, but if there's ever a time where you're going to have any kind of provisional patent or something that's going to be intellectual property, maybe you're using a data set and you come up with something that it is, you know, it's great for being able to analyze for some company, but you know that it could be used, you know, in the industry or in the area that you're working. Maybe you're working with the state of Alabama on a resource and you realize that it can be used outside of just the state of Alabama. So this is something that you would want to disclose to the Research Foundation to make sure that your intellectual property is covered. I always like to put this out there, because if someone says, listen, I came up with this, they shouldn't be able to do this, but how do I put a patent on it or an invention that I've come up with? So you would be able to work with your research administrator and contact them at innovation@uab.edu, and they would be able to assist you with the paperwork there and getting that taken care of for you. The UAB Enterprise Conflict of Interest Policies, commonly known as CIRB. In order to submit any kind of extramural funding, so anything that's going to go through sponsored programs, you have to have CIRB disclosure. So that is a disclosure of financial interest and requisite training. Most everyone at UAB, especially faculty, if you've ever been a part of any kind of research, you're going to have to do CIRB disclosure. When you submit any application to OSP, so sponsored programs, and you have not completed CIRB review or training, you will receive an email. You'll have to get the training completed. It will take overnight to batch. So if you're submitting an application, this has to be in approval status that you've actually taken the training before they can allow you to submit. Now we're going to look at external activities, and that can be a little tricky. So looking at external activities, any faculty or staff that are over grade 20 are required to submit requests to their departments and schools prior to engaging in an activity that draws upon the knowledge, skills, or abilities they use to fulfill their institutional responsibilities for an outside entity. So that means if you are a faculty member in public science, right, political science, and you're going to use your knowledge in political science to be a speaker, and it's not going to be given to you as an honorarium. They're going to actually give you, you know, because you're consulting and you're speaking. If you're doing this and you're a faculty member and your position is in political science and you're using your knowledge and skills and abilities in your role as a political science teacher or instructor, then you're going to have to go ahead and disclose. Investigators must submit notice if they acquired more than $5,000 from any one entity in over the course of 12 months. So if that's professional public service activities, there's a whole list down here. If you're participating as on a board of directors, if you're reviewing manuscripts, if you're helping someone with grant or contract review, any of those things, make sure that you're disclosing your external activities. So there are also things on campus that are internal grants. I have two different ones that I have listed on here, just because these are kind of near and dear to my heart. I see a lot of social science and justice faculty members, instructors, assistant professors being able to submit and and get the initial funds for this, it's a maximum of $10,000, and up to $5,000 of that is a one-to-one match by your department, your school, your college. In CAS, we have the department put up, let's just say you request $10,000. The department is going to fund $2,500. The dean's office in CAS will fund $2,500. The other $5,000 would come from the provost if you're awarded. A lot of instructors and assistant professors, you can only submit if you're in those two statuses, and you have to have funding of less than $100,000 per year in order to apply. These are due every December. Sometimes they can be the very beginning of January, but if you're in one of those statuses, you can use this. And if you're awarded, a lot of instructors and assistant professors will use it as kind of like a startup project. They'll use the funds, they'll have the $10,000, whether it's, you could be writing a manuscript. You could use it to start a program that you're looking to take this data that you're going to receive from this faculty development grant in hopes to write another larger grant in the future. So I want to put this one out there. There are lots of opportunities though for internal and pilot programs. There's also the CAS interdisciplinary team proposals, and I'm in CAS, so I want to mention it. Awards are up to $30,000 for a maximum duration of up to 1 year. You're not limited to only CAS faculty participating. CAS faculty must serve as the principal investigator, but the biggest part of the CAS interdisciplinary team proposals is we want to encourage collaboration across the different disciplines. So if you're School of Medicine, if you're in public health, and you can work with someone that's in CAS, that's maybe social work, sociology, anyone that could be in political science and public admin, then you could come up with this proposal, this team proposal, and it would be $30,000 for the maximum duration of 1 year. And those are typically due in November 2023. So November, but they can actually go into December of the same year. Those are treated as small grants, just like you would for a federal grant. They will require reporting. If you need a no-cost extension or a rebudget request, you'll have to submit those. And so it can also be really good for you to start out with so that you're prepared for a larger grant later on. So there's one other thing that I don't have on here. I'm gonna go back to one of these slides. So I thought about this earlier. I'm gonna go back to the OSP slide actually. I thought about this, and I think that this is really helpful. I'm talking about how you can find different kind of internal awards, pilot projects. So before we jump into anything else, I want to show you where these are. So if you'll go on the main homepage, you can look at research. Click on the research tab, and it'll ask you, what do you want to do? The easiest thing to do is to go down here. You can go to pilot, like the pivot RP funding opportunities. I'm just going to type in social sciences and click search. These are going to pull up different opportunities. We're going to look at this in just a little bit, but I'm going to show you this now, and then we'll go back to the more local ones at UAB. This is something that everyone at UAB has access to. You can narrow your search. You can refine your search. You can put in multiple different things. You can save your searches in here. If you have a Blazer ID, you can log in here. You may have to go ahead and click on the main homepage to be able to save your searches underneath your name. And they will actually, it says to sign in to save your query, so I'm not logged in underneath myself. You can actually look up profiles. So I'm just going to use Tina as an example here. But let's say I heard Tina speak, and I'm wondering, I think that there's a possibility that we could work together. Maybe she needs to be the CAS PI on a CAS interdisciplinary proposal because I have something in mind. So I'm going to put Tina's name out there. And it's going to be able to pull her up And automatically when I select her name, it's going to show me her website, her CV page, her areas of expertise, different affiliations. And then it's going to tell me different funding opportunities that might work out for Tina. So that's something that a lot of faculty members do not know, that they have access to this. You can also look at awarded grants. So if you're looking for, let's just say, let's see here. Let's just go to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And you can go through here and you could sort it and see, has anyone at UAB ever had a Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation award? You can go by institution. If you don't see that someone in there has actually ever had one, you can always do advanced searches, by the way, and just search for your institution as a whole. But easily you can pull up any kind of different foundations and see if they're available. There's another way that you can look on as far as on campus, but the best way on campus, and I'm just going to pull someone else really quickly. And this is the Associate Dean for Research and Innovation here at UAB. So when there are funding opportunities that have been awarded, and if they actually go in there and the individual, you as an individual, you go in and you fill out your profile, you can go ahead and have your publications listed on here, and your grants can be on here. So any grant that you're awarded or that they're awarded, you can pull it up and you have access to this. You would be able to see who's submitted and awarded on the grant with them. So maybe, you wouldn't be interested in working with Yogeshvara, but you recognize Eugenia Karlimpieva and you think that you could work with her. Again, this is just one way that you can find funding here at UAB, but that's a way that you can actually locate collaborators on campus. I'm going to go back here and see if I can find. Okay, so now I'm on the home page and I'm going to go to research at UAB. Go ahead and scroll on down here. It takes a little bit. We're going to go to research development. So when you're underneath here, funding opportunities, this funding opportunities takes you to Pivot, which is actually the one that I just showed you, where you can start to pull all of those multiple different things. And you can actually pull the personnel profiles as well. So you select pilot projects. Then it lists every single pilot project, and it lets you know the date that you can filter them by as far as application due dates, what would be available. And these should be all the ones listed on campus. So it's a good starting place. As Tina had mentioned, the UWorks have different opportunities available as well. And so you can go in here to the university-wide centers and you'll be able to see those. And the request for application cycle dates is already up there. And I'm sure the website will be updated as soon as it's available, and the pilot programs are on there. I'm going to take you back to where we were. Okay, there's one more way that you can find funding. And so we're going to look at logging into Spend Smarts. And I'm going to show you a different way. So if you forget how to go to that website, you can actually go to the UAB homepage, go down to the admin systems, which is where you would log in for Oracle. Or maybe you would log in with your ELAS when you're taking time off. So everyone knows where this main page is. And IRAP is the portal. I have to log in using my Blazer ID and strong password. Oops, let's try that again. Okay. And so this is the Integrated Research Administration portal. And on the left-hand side, you'll see spin. When you select spin, it will take you to, and this is me being logged in, it will take you to where you can actually search for anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. Let's do social science and justice. And we're going to locate funding. Okay, so there are 123 different research results that are found. Use this just like you would in a library. You can say and, you can say or, you can, and the same thing is on pivot. You can actually on pivot, you could say social science and justice. And then instead of research, you could say minus research. You don't want research included in that. Maybe you want something else. Maybe you're looking for a fellowship for a student. And so you would be able to say exactly what you want. You can go in here and you can set your preferences. And so you can tell it what location you're looking for. It's going to take it a little while, but you can narrow this down. So if you're just looking for North America only, you want to go ahead and move it to that right column. You can go down as far as project type. Maybe you're looking for all individual fundings. Okay. You can go by citizenship as well. Some people on campus, they have dual citizenship. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And now we've gone from 123 down to 18 results. So when you pull this the first time, go ahead and get it saved how you want to. Then what you need to do is you can go ahead and hit save. Let's see here. So you'll make a search name for it. Would you like to receive email updates? You can say yes. Obviously, if you don't say none, you will not be receiving email updates, but you pick your format. And do you want them daily or do you want them weekly? And so what happens is, depending on your preference, I'm going to say none so that I don't receive these, but you would go ahead and you would save your changes. So if you pulled it today and you got these 18 results, then you would receive an email if you selected weekly. Then next week, if there are new results only, you would not receive the same ones. If there's something that's new, then you would receive an email that would show you just the new results from this saved search. If you have multiple searches or different ways that you want to go in and try to find funding, then save different searches. And you can tell it how often you would like to receive the search results. And so that is also very helpful because you're not having to go back in and put in your searches every time. You do it one time. You can reset your filters. If you decide, that was fine, but I really don't like those. Then you go ahead and you clear your filters. Because maybe you went ahead with your filters and it came back with 0 results. So now you're going to go back to the original 123 and change your preferences. Okay, I'm going to get out of here and skip back to where I was. Okay, so again, these are the UWorks that are listed on campus. Most all of them have some kind of a pilot program or a different opportunity that's going to be available. These are the different centers that we have on campus. I don't know if these would be of any interest to you, but they're out there. This is the funding opportunities. Again, I'll be happy to share this slideshow with you, but these are the different ways that you could reach, whether it's Pivot or it's the Spin Smarts. And this last slide, I think, is very important. It's about navigating challenges. And so sometimes in this area of research, when you're looking to find something, you want to talk to someone, but you don't want to You don't want for them to have all the access to your confidential information, and they don't want to give you their confidential information without having an agreement in place. And so a CDA is the way to go. This allows both of you to release information to one another in hopes that there is going to be a research agreement in the future. Sometimes these are called NDAs. Some different sponsors, nonprofit foundations will say that they want an MOU in place. They typically do the same thing. The biggest part of this is to remember it has to go through your department or college admin, just like a research agreement. They will have to be signed off on and approved by sponsored programs. And as a principal investigator or departmental staff, you are not authorized to sign any documents, whether a CDA, an NDA, an MOU, or a research agreement. You do not have authorization to sign on behalf of UAB. A lot of people can get in trouble for this. It's actually grounds for dismissal. So I wanted to make sure that I put that out there for y'all. Earlier, I showed you the project management tab in sponsored programs. And this is just some of the information that you can find on that nonprofit foundation projects tab, is that when you are submitting, you must include the RFA, the research funding announcement, whether that is a website link. You can do a print to PDF of the website. If it's an email where they are requesting that you submit something to them, an email will work, saying that they're requesting that that would be a sponsor initiated, not an investigator initiated proposal. If the application is submitted electronically, and this would be one of those instances where OSP does not have access to the portal, you have to have a copy of the completed application. Even if it's in draft, you do not want to hit the submit button until you receive OSP approval. But go ahead and do a print to PDF of those website pages. If you can do a print to PDF while you're in the document, that's great. OSP will take whatever you can get. The research agreement rate that we have with DHHS, it's a federal agreement rate at UAB, is 48.5%. For nonprofit submissions only, UAB will accept a reduced indirect cost rate. And so instead of that 48.5% rate, UAB will accept less if the sponsor has a published or university applied policy confirming their limited rate. So in the research funding announcement, if it says you can only receive 10% indirects on this, UAB will accept it. If it is not a published reduced IDC rate, sponsored programs can request that you actually have to use the 48.5%. And if you know that that's not allowed, they may request you to cost share whatever is not available. So if the sponsor says 30%, but it's not put out there as published, then you would have to be required, or the department, to come up with the 18.5%. Again, nonprofit proposals, they will go through OSP at the review of the proposal stage, even if they don't require a signature. Even if you're going to submit on your own, if it's an individual submission, do not wait until the award stage to make sure that you're making the initial submission to OSP. OSP does have the right to reject awards if they have not been submitted to OSP in the initial proposal stage. Sometimes the sponsor requires proof of governmental or 501c3 status, and there are instructions from the UAB system on how you can get that, and there's an IRS letter of determination that can be found at that link as well. And that's all I've got.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to encourage everyone to use this opportunity to ask questions. I know that, some of you are, have done submitted grants, like you're familiar with the language. I, for example, at the very first time, I was like, I have no idea what IDC is or what indirect cost is, what this even means, so like, for those of you who are new to this, feel free to ask any questions that you might have. I know Pete, Dion, and Tara are here too. So if you have questions for for us, one thing I want to mention is that our SSJR pilot grants will be released next week. So that's something to look forward to. So we have pilot funding available for you all soon. Question?
Anyone?
I'll ask one, Monica.
Okay.
You presented, so pivot, you got spin. That's a little overwhelming to me. So if you would what would you recommend is like for Pete to just choose one and kind of start out with? Which system is best to cut for a novice like me?
So I would say if you're familiar with IRAP at all, if you know that you're going to have IRB protocols that you're going to have to submit, those are going to be submitted in IRAP. Maybe I'm a little bit old school. I'd love that. I love that Pivot allows you to look at the personnel profiles of individuals on campus, but I think that maybe Spin Smarts is a little bit more user friendly, and there are actually there's a manual that I can send you a link to, and there are PDF tip sheets for Spin Smarts. So that's why I would recommend to go there first.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Other questions? You can also put them in the chat if you're not in a place where you can unmute yourself, so feel free to do that. Can you talk a little bit more about this? Like, this is something that I know we've run into a bunch of times. This question of fees for services agreement, which is my understanding you have the automatic 48.5% indirect cost rate and research awards, because in my experience working with nonprofits especially, you often have I don't know, it kind of almost falls sort of in between. Like, what are some strategies to figure out, well, what is it? How do we also negotiate with some of these community partners? I know like community engaged research is a big part of social science and justice related research. So I don't know if you can give some tips on how to figure out how to come up with a research award and that will fit within your OSP's description.
Okay. So this may or may not be the route that you want me to go, but I'm just going to say first and foremost, do not negotiate what you think the budget is going to be with the sponsor and give that to them without discussing it with your administrator. You may think that you can do the work, and let's just say that you negotiate and you're thinking, 25,000 would be great. 25,000 would help my department. It would help us with this project, and we can do that. But once you start looking at the fact that you would have to be paid your effort for your salary, your fringe would be included on top of that. This IDC rate, which is you're looking at indirect cost rate, it depends on how that falls. For fee for service agreements, it can be very tricky on what's allowed and what's not allowed. And start off asking them immediately, do you have a published indirect cost rate? And if you do, can you send me that link, or can you send me a document that has that? Because then when you're speaking with your administrator, and they know, this is published at 12%, or, they're published at 25%. And so when OSP starts to look at it, they automatically want to go to that 48.5%, because anything that revolves around research is supposed to be 48.5%. But if they have a published rate, they will take it. They'll take the lesser rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like if a nonprofit approaches you and say, hey, can you, put this together for us, right? Like, we've had that happen. I know, Pete, that's happened to you as well. Like, what would you say? Like, what are some of the first steps?
So I would say first steps is say, okay, do you have a timeline on this? What's your timeline? I would love to work with you. What's your timeline? If we're going to, discuss confidential information, maybe we should get a CDA in place. But if it's a short timeline, you may not have enough time to go ahead and get the CDA in place while you're trying to negotiate a research agreement. A lot of the research agreements for this area are going to be a editable Word document that you'll have to have redlined, and they'll go back and forth between the grant officer and sponsored programs at UAB, and you'll have to have the name of someone with the foundation, for example. So whoever that contact is, we're going to have a name, an email address, possibly a phone number for the UAB grant officer to go back and forth. So number one, what's your budget? What's your timeline? You know, work with them on that. Do you have a template already in place? Have you done this before? That's always helpful to know. Do they have someone? Have they ever done it before? And if not, then they're going to rely on UAB to come up with an agreement. There are some templates out there that you can go ahead and you can tweak the existing templates that are out on the OSP website under research agreements, and start there. But make sure that you tell them that, you know, being a university, number one, it's going to take time. This is not something that can happen within, I would say, not even a month at times. It just depends. If they have a lot of experience in this area, then that's fine. But there are certain things, being a state institution, that UAB can agree to, and certain things that they can't agree to. And those negotiations, they will not come between the foundation or the nonprofit sponsor and the PI. It will actually be between the grant officer. So.
Thank you. We have a question in the chat. Are IDCs usually inside the total amount funded, or does it go beyond?
That one, unfortunately, it depends on how it's written. So if you're reading a funding opportunity announcement and it says the total awarded amount will be $25,000 with a 15% IDC rate, then if it says the total awarded amount will not exceed, and so you have to look for those keywords, $25,000, for example, then you know that includes your indirect cost rate. If it says on there total direct awarded amount is $25,000 and we allow a 15% indirect cost rate, then that means that it's in addition to. So it's really just keyword based, and your research administrator would be able to look at those and help you with that.
Yeah, like that's sometimes tricky, right, to navigate that, especially if some agencies, right, even, you know, foundations and so on, they do this all the time, but then there's other situations in which both the PI, I guess, and the funding agency are new to working together, you know, and universities. So this is a really important. So here's Caroline put the language in there. I don't know, you want to address that real quick?
Yeah, so language will consider request in the range of US dollars, $250,000 to $750,000 over 2 to 3 years. So, and it says that there is an IDC rate. Their IDCs are usually 15%. Caroline, I know that you're in CAS, so I would say you can send it to Mo, and if she has any issues, she'll ask me. If it doesn't mention anything about IDC, then is it federal? If it's Oak Foundation. Okay, so you may have to look on their website and see if they have something published. The other thing too with foundations, sometimes they will say that they will not award a university. So if it's an individual award, then that would be something that you would have to look at, and it would be considered an external activity. So there's going to be different language on every different foundation, nonprofit sponsor website, even federal guidelines sometimes. But will consider requests in the range of USD 250,000 to 750,000 over 2 to 3 years. I would assume Again, it doesn't mention IDC. If it doesn't mention specifically about IDC, you should be able to request the 48.5% because it's not published. And I would assume that the range of the requests that they're considering would possibly include the IDC in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Other questions? We have a couple minutes left. If you have any. Well, one thing working with foundations is that they do usually not give you comments on the grant. It's really frustrating. I know they're usually small, right? Like and whatnot. They don't have the kind of reviewer panels that NIH or NSF and so on have access to, but you do not, like, if you submit to foundations, you don't know why you did not get the funding. Like it could be, you just literally have no idea. Like it could be a wonderful, the most amazing grant. So what I'm trying to say is don't be discouraged, like if you don't get it, because there might be priorities that you don't know about, right? I mean, this is the beauty about, I would say, of, some of those federally funded grants, that you actually get some feedback. So, okay, here is why I didn't get it. Also, some of the pilots, again, pilot grant funding is an excellent way to get started, because you do get some of those, the feedback, right? So, okay, here, a mistake that I always seem to make is like, I have these grant goals, right? So it's great to have, to get that feedback, but often, if you work with foundations, for example, that's not, you won't get it.
Yeah. And I would just go back to if it's a funding opportunity announcement where you have time to use those resources to help you with the pre-proposal stage. If you really want to make sure that I mean, these are grant writers that are paid. You will not have to pay. The university pays as a whole as a resource to you. And they help with anything from federal to nonprofit. And so I would say, reach out to someone. And if it's a first time for them, then that's great, because they need to learn, and that's part of the resources. It's for everyone at UAB. So take advantage of those resources.
Yeah, good point. Other questions?
I do want to add one other thing too. I don't know if I don't know how much you will actually see this, but I've seen something come about recently, and it was with a foundation, and it was someone in psychology that was working on this award. And so you may sometimes see a funding opportunity announcement that says it's going to be awarded in something other than US dollars. No crypto, no euros. So you cannot even be awarded in crypto or euros and use an exchange company to send it to you to UAB. So please note that anything that is not US dollars is not allowed. You can speak with your research administrator. If there's a chance that maybe they would consider giving it as a gift, then you can work with the development office, your development person in your area, in your school or college. But just please be advised that if it's not US dollars, then UAB will not accept it. And they will not even allow you to submit it, because I've seen that lately.
Really? Why? I didn't know that.
We only accept US dollars. And if it's awarded to UAB, but you want to use a conversion company, then technically the award should be to the conversion company, and the conversion company would use UAB as a sub, and that's not legally allowed. So.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, because for those of us who do work, international work, I didn't realize that. I haven't come across it yet, but probably would have run into it. Yeah. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, there's also, just to throw this out there as well, there could be a funding opportunity announcement that maybe it's not money that you're going to be awarded, but you're going to be awarded extra hours in a data set or something. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, it sounds strange, but those still need to be routed through OSP. That still technically is an award that you would be receiving. So, it's different, but I've had a few of those awards since being in CAS. So, hours with whether it's with a data set or with, maybe a center or a nonprofit's accesses to some of their, some of their pre-existing data or some of their patients' information. So a lot of that, those items still need to be submitted to OSP.
Perfect. To end the public part, I guess, of this discussion, right? As a grants officer, what are some of the things that you would like us not to do as faculty? Or I know I asked you this, like, what are some of the mistakes, common mistakes that you see that we make? What are some of the most annoying things?
Do you just want to list the things that I've done, Monica? That might be
I know that I've done.
No, past faculty are fantastic. Yeah, so I would say number one, never sign anything. You're not authorized to sign anything. Number two, reach out to your research admin first. Do not agree to a budget or that you can do the work without discussing it with a research administrator first. There are often hoops to jump through. And so, that's part of our job as research administrators is if it can be done, let's try to figure out how to make that happen. Myself and my team, at least, I tell them that, we're a service center. Our job is to try to help our faculty and grad students and undergrads that are submitting opportunities. But our job is to try to make your job just be the research, and we're supposed to do the hard stuff. So, sometimes we don't understand exactly what all you want to do, and it takes a lot of back and forth. Tina and Pete can vouch for that. But you have to work together to figure out how you can get the common goal accomplished. And so, number one, discuss the budget ahead of time. Be honest with the nonprofit or the sponsor and just say, it's not going to be fast. We're a state institution and it takes time. We have our routes, and sometimes, they get excited talking to you and they say, oh, let's do this in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not going to happen. We can still have the project start date for 2 weeks if they're adamant about that. But sometimes you might also want to discuss that, as far as I know, we've done this with Pete and Tina, maybe the scope of work itself is going to have an end date of 1 year. But maybe you explain to them that for purposes of accounting, because it can take a little longer to get, maybe different organizations you're working with to get those contracts submitted and payments, maybe you can have a no cost extension, and they'll extend it for 6 months merely based upon the accounting principles of trying to get invoices cleared out. And they're willing to do that too. Usually if they're wanting to work with you, then they'll be flexible. So just remember, we don't want to scare them away and we don't want to turn down money, but we also need to make sure that we are in compliance at all times.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for this excellent presentation. Monica, truly appreciate it. I would like to ask those of you who are in SSJR fellows to please stay on. Everyone else, I wish you a wonderful day. Please look for our next SSJR newsletter early next week, where we will announce our next research seminar and also our grants, our pilot grants. So if you have additional questions that, also please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Great. Let's